What's up? What's up, fam? Just dropping on in. It is the homie, Mainman Mademan in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Getting up on this joint, breezing on through like I like to do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up to the fam, chop up some real spill real quick. And let's talk about what's going on around the sport. You know what I mean? For those who getting ready for that Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford pound for pound discussion, we're gonna have to do that first thing tomorrow. We'll be doing it early tomorrow, maybe around noonish. Is when I'll get on here and we'll do that live stream. I can do it in a comfortable way. I ain't got to be nowhere. I ain't got to rush to do anything. Some things popped up this evening where I'm gonna have to push it to tomorrow, but I will be sure to do it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So much love to everyone out there. You know what I mean? But I do want to talk about this Teofimo Lopez situation real quick. And I am very, very, I'm for one, let me just say, if y'all haven't seen the video that I did about this, man, I'm very happy for Teofimo Lopez. I think he more than deserves it. He took the pay cut against Vasyl Lomachenko. He got in there with the boogeyman when no one else wanted to get in there. And, 23 years old, first title defense after winning his title against Richard Comey, he jumped directly in there with Vasyl Lomachenko. And on top of that, did it at a discount. You know what I'm saying? Did it where he didn't get fully compensated, that if it was regular times, he would have got more money. He didn't make nearly the amount of money that he should have made against Vasyl Lomachenko. And I remember when ESPN was coming all out and they were making these stories up like Vasyl Lomachenko took a pay cut and took money out of his check and gave it to Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo Lopez had to come out and say, man, that was all crap. Top Rank came out and they made me play ball with that just to make Vasyl Lomachenko look good. You know what I'm saying? But Vasyl Lomachenko ain't give me nothing. ESPN gave me those extra funds. You know what I mean? So Teofimo has been the brunt of jokes. People jump on him about his franchise. He gets credit for the Vasyl Lomachenko win. And he does kind of, for the most part, I see, get credit for being the number one fighter at the class. But as far as from his own promoter, he clearly doesn't get the respect that he believes he deserves. Bob Arum is even still talking like after the fact, and we about to get into these quotes, but he's still talking like, you know what I mean? He still want to shelf the kid. I mean, he got unnecessary stuff out here. Like, I've never seen Bob Arum talk the way he's talking when Vasyl Lomachenko went over to the zone. Where was news? Where was quotes out here like, oh, well, Vasyl Lomachenko, if you want to come back, don't expect to make what you've been, what he's paying you, because I'm not going to pay you that. And if you want to fight, you can fight. And if you don't, you don't. Hell, they can buy your contract out. All I give a damn. He ain't never talked like that about Vasyl Lomachenko when he took the trip across the street. I'm gonna tell y'all straight like this, man. Salute to all of the fam. Mike, I see you, man. JP Mendez in the building. Robert Brown, I see you, family. Salute, salute, salute. Yes, sir. Pac-Man, what's up? BHITF, what's up, man? What's going on to everybody, man? And I just never seen him act this way. Now, Bob Arum, bro, he's losing his touch. Old school promoter, been around for a long time, up there in age. He is talking too loose. He is airing out his top fighters. You got Tyson Fury coming out this week. He don't know when this fight's going to happen. You see Teofimo Lopez being threatened to be shelved and told to, when you come back over here, you better sit down and shut up. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. Look at how that's playing all out. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford, he aired out Terrence Crawford the way he aired him out last year, at the end of last year. Man, come on, man. Bob Arum is seriously losing his touch. You don't throw your own people under the bus, bro. Like, keep it to close to the chest. You a businessman. You know what I mean? You don't want to present your product to the world and say, I got a bad product. Yeah, whole world, everybody in the world, this is a bad product. I can't sell nothing. I can't make no money at the gates with these guys. They ain't moving no units and they want big money. You take them. They're the worst things in the world, but you take them. That's how Bob acted. Yo, Bob worth over $300 million. Bob Arum is, 89, 90 years old. Bob Arum is, I believe he's getting to the point where he really needs to consider just either selling Top Rank, or if he's going to give it to Todd DeBuff to run, because Todd DeBuff is supposedly doing the day-to-day operations, make that happen. Because Bob right now is just talking, and he just not caring about the repercussions. That ain't how you do business. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how you do business. So I also want to say I'm proud of Teofimo Lopez because he went down a route that everyone said that he couldn't do. What I mean by that, everybody says, yo, man, you ain't worth this. You ain't worth that. You got Leonard Ellaby out here on social media. You ain't worth this. You ain't worth that. Reality check. Bob Arum, you ain't worth this. You ain't worth that. Why am I not worth that? Because the only way that you can tell me that I'm not worth something is if the market tell you that I'm not worth it. You as a person sitting down there just reading numbers all the time, thinking you know every damn thing, let the market tell you that. How about you put me out there and let's see what everybody's telling you. Let's see if you get a phone call. Let's see if the market calls. And I'll believe what the market is telling me. Now, if the market come back and tell me we got millions of dollars for you, I'm going to believe what the market say. Not with some suit, some promoter who's scribbling numbers on some paper and you reading some numbers that you scribbling. No, let the market tell me what's good. And that's what he did. And so he betted on the market and the market responded. I know a thing or two about this. Like I try to tell y'all in the video, I do online sales. You know what I mean? I'm a big time online seller. So what I do is I work with the market all the time. I had a guy who wanted to buy a specific car part. This specific car part I'm selling for $120. Now, I may have gotten it for less, you know what I'm saying? But I'm selling it for $120 because the market is telling me that this car part is worth $120. But then I got this man coming to me saying, yo, brother, man, look, man. Hey, look, all I got is $75, man. I know you charging $120, but shit, man, you know, back in the day when I needed that car part, back in the day, that part used to cost $30, bro. And you selling it for $120? Yeah, because the market tells me that right now, I don't know about when you first got this, Joe Slim, but right now and today, what I'm looking at, what the market is telling me, that this is selling for $120. So you may be telling me one thing with the value you think it is, but I'm gonna look at this market. I'm gonna look at what it's selling for, what everyone is selling it for, what it's being bought for. What is it going out the door the fastest? At what price? And the price that I'm seeing is higher than what you're telling me. So who am I supposed to believe? You or the market? I'm going to go with the market. So I sent him on his way. Guess what? That car part sold the next day, $120. You see what I'm saying? The market tells you what it is. That's why I was telling people about the bidding process. If you know you hot, if you know you got a hot item in your hand, let's say you found a diamond, a rock that got a diamond in it. You know what I'm saying? You know that this thing is hot. Yeah, I can go out here and maybe get, you know, $1 million for this. I can find one guy real right now. Hey, give me $1 million for this diamond rock. I know it costs for more. He may say, hell yeah, cool. But what if I would have made people bid on that exact same thing? The market responds. The market says, one guy over there, like, I want it for X amount with XYZ reasons. This guy's over here like, I need that rock for XYZ reasons. You don't know the reasons that they really need it. You just know it's more valuable to that one than it is to that one. That's the market responding. So we think about Triller. So see, people see Triller come back and say 6 million for this fight. When you got Eddie Hearn offering 3, when you got Top Rank offering what, 2 for this purse bid. Because the value to it, to Triller, is much different than the value would be to Bob Arum and to Eddie Hearn. Real spill. The value to Triller, they're trying to sell something. They want to use this to lure in boxing fans. They need to legitimize their events, their boxing shows. They can't just have musical shows and musical acts and all that and have a couple boxing. Last time it didn't go so well. Yeah, they threw Badu Jack on there, but boxing fans wasn't intrigued. That wasn't strong enough. So they now know we got to lure some boxing fans to this app. And then maybe we can get the numbers up for Paul Jakes and the rest of these, Mike Tyson and Holyfield. But we got to lure that boxing crowd. So to Triller, Teofimo Lopez is worth a hell of a lot more. And that's the market responding. And that's something that Bob Arum never told Teofimo Lopez. You think that these promoters didn't know that Triller wanted in on this? If you go back to an interview that came out today, Eddie Hearn, I think it's over there on, I think I seen it on Boxing Social. I'm not sure. But Eddie Hearn came out and he said, he was like, yo, they asked him, like, did you know about Triller? He was like, yeah, we knew about him. We know, but we thought that they were going to bid like 4 million. We didn't think it was going to be 6. So they knew that Triller was going to be involved in this. Eddie, those are the words of Eddie Hearn. He bet at 3.5. I said slightly in my video I did earlier, I said, yo, I wanted to Eddie Hearn throw a bid in there just to save face because he threw 3.5 in there, but he clearly said today that he thought that they were going to come in and bid 4 million. So did you do that to save face, Eddie? I don't know. I truly don't know. Let's get into some of these quotes, yo. And I'm gonna go through these comments first, y'all. Let me see what's up with the fam timeout, man. JP Mendez says the shady business of boxing all the time. It wouldn't be boxing if it wasn't shady, fam. Mike Rhymes says, yo, Bob is mad because he got outsmarted. I think I know why Bob mad, and we're gonna get there. And he definitely did get outsmarted, and maybe even a little embarrassed because he put that threat out there for Eddie Hearn not to bid on this fight. Whether Eddie knew that Triller was getting in or not, Eddie still crossed that line. Eddie still crossed that line. And like I say, Bob has never had a problem before doing business with Eddie. The thing is, this time, for some odd reason, Bob did not want Teofimo Lopez to leave. I'm telling y'all what it is. And I think I know the real reason. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Robert Brown, salute, family. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Robert said, yo, man, bro, I hate the Teo fight. Probably ends up on a card with YouTubers. But I'm glad the dude got paid. Bob is mad at Hearn for bidding, though. Yeah, I'm hearing some talks and I'm hearing some little rumblings going around that they're talking about maybe putting this fight on the undercard of maybe the YouTuber situation, or they're talking about Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. And of course, Bob Arum got quotes out here today, and he's saying that he feels for sure that the Holyfield and Tyson thing is going to happen because Triller paid so much money for this fight. And he don't believe that they paid so much money for this to make it a main event. He feel like this is going to be a part of the Holyfield and Tyson thing. So we'll see. Coach K, blessings to you, family. Much love to you, fam. Thank you for all of your support, man. Thank you, man. Much love, much love. KP, what's up, man? What's up with you? I'm like Drago with the head of scam rank. If he dies, he dies. You know what I mean? My thing is, yo, man, Bob, or should I say, if it dies, it dies. I ain't saying I'm talking about top rank. But Bob Arum, he just need to give it up, bro. He's outdated. He's all of these apps are popping up. He's not, all I hear Bob talking is in the language of the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. Closed circuit TV. Oh, well, the pay-per-view didn't do that. Bob is not willing to invest into future payoffs. He wants the here and the now. I needed to pay off now. I don't need to gamble. I don't need to lose money here, lose money the next fight, and then make it 3 fights later, make it all back. That ain't what Bob is down to do. And if you are not down to play that kind of game in boxing, I think that you're not going to be that good of a promoter, because some days you're going to have to take them losses. You know what I'm saying? Facts. That's capitalism. We go by the market. Absolutely, KP from KC5. And that's exactly what Teo did. Teo says, I'm going according to what the market is saying, not this shiesty ass promoter. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, real spill. We can't buy Nike stocks based on last year's stock price. We can only buy it from today's price. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. You ain't never lie. Bro, let me tell you something, man. In my online selling stuff, bro, I've literally gotten, and I lie to you not, I've gotten Atari games. Games for, what people need to understand, the older something is, the more value it accrues. So it can be a game from the Atari 1600 that came out back in like 1978. Yeah, maybe back in the day you paid $40 for that game, $30 for that game. But in today's market, that same exact game that you paid $30, $40 for, I'm gonna get $200 for it. That's an Atari game that you ain't gonna find. The rare something is, the more valuable it becomes. You know what I'm saying? It's Teo rare. It's Teo rare. Let me scroll up. D-Ray in the building. What's up, D-Ray? What's going on? Salute to you, family. Salute, salute, salute. Salute my main man, 100 grand. There you go. Black Star. What's up, man? Everybody that hear the sound of my voice, go check out the homie Black Star, man. Putting that work in, man. Salute to him and his entire crew. You know what I'm saying? Putting that work in, putting that real spill out there. Check out the fam, y'all. That's fam right there, man. Putting in some good work. Oh, there you go. My man, 100 grand. Stormy B, man. What's up, man? MainmanMademan, salute, and salute to the chat. Salute to you, Sensei. Salute to you, family. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Robert Brown says, Bob, first thing is to talk about strong arming and shelving his fighter. I hope Teo seriously thinks about buying his contract out. Me too. Me too. Along with Terrence Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Real. Let's get into these quotes, y'all. Let's see, man. I got all of the quotes that Bob Arum got floating around out here today. So we'll just kind of run through it and see what we get out of it, all right? Let's start from the beginning. According to Bob Arum, he says, and I quote, "It's terrific and wonderful that Triller put a bid the way that they did. I hope it works out for them because we made a lot of money in 5 minutes. Almost 800,000 is pretty good money." I'm going to stop right there. Now, we all know that Bob Arum gets 20% of what Teofimo Lopez is going to make. So it said that Teofimo Lopez is going to clear 3.9 actually for this fight. So you minus the 800,000, he'll walk away with about 3.1, which once again makes me ask the question of, what the hell are you mad about, Bob? You made 800,000 in 5 minutes. What are we complaining about? What's the problem? What's the long fit? What's the slick comments for? Teofimo, you said you didn't want to give the man the money. He found the money. You made money. Matter of fact, everybody made money. Bob Arum made money. Top Rank made money. Lou DiBella gonna make money. Teofimo gonna make money. Teofimo Daddy gonna make money. George Kambosos is gonna make money. He's gonna make probably the biggest payday of his career. Everybody won. But it's Bob that got to say, yeah, you know, I made money and I won. Yeah. But, and we're going to get to some of those buts. You know what I'm saying? He says, that's pretty good money. He says, shit, that's really great because Lopez versus Kambosos is not a premier attraction. Tell it to Triller. It's not a must-see like Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Berchelt. Huh? It's a fight between the guy who just beat Vasily Lomachenko against someone who is not an elite fighter. If it was Teofimo versus Ryan Garcia, the purse bid would be a whole lot different. Let me stop right there. So you just straight up crapping all over Teofimo's fight. You just telling the world, what if people had no idea who George Kambosos was? What if you got a bunch of boxing fans or fight fans? You know, it's a hectic times out here. We might be out the loop or for whatever. And we don't know who George Kambosos is. People may think that, yo, maybe this is going to be a good fight. Or my man Teo, man, I'm down to see the king come out. I just want to see his skills on display. But you crapping all over the fight. Like, it's just, you know, it's the guy that beat Vasily Lomachenko versus someone that's not elite. Whoop-de-doo. Come on, man. Like, you should be sitting here happy, like, yeah, that's going to be a great fight. You should be selling the hell out of this fight, whether we believe it or not. You're a promoter. You're supposed to be like, yeah, my guy, we got a big fight. This is going to be a beautiful event. Everybody should come out and want to see Teofimo Lopez, young, dynamic talent, stuff like that. You should be happy. You don't got to pay a dime for this, and you just got money coming to you. All because you got a good product, Bob. But you just crapping on your product. So how good is that product going to stay? You know what I'm saying? Real spill. He goes on and says that Triller is spending this money in effect as marketing. Their model is different, and our model is different. We do 30 events a year. If they come into the market for real boxing and create inflation with pay-per-view shows, so be it. Everybody makes good money. I'm going to stop right there. Did y'all see what he just did right there? He just basically accused Triller and saying, okay, well, if you want to do the pay-per-view thing, fine. If you want to cause inflation, as if they're going to raise the pay-per-view prices. Let me remind everybody that Triller actually has given us the cheapest pay-per-view since God knows when. Remember, I think, if I recall, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones was what, $49.99? Or did the price go up beyond that? Maybe it's something I forgot. But I thought it was like $49.99. That ain't that. I've been paying $80 to $100 for my pay-per-views. So you can accuse, this is only Triller's second pay-per-view, and you already accusing them of inflation. The same way he did Al Heyman. When Al Heyman, and see, this is the problem right here, fam. When Al Heyman came in and he took all of those fighters from Oscar, what did the first thing that he did? He rose their prices so they can be untouched. And if you touch my guys, you're going to pay an astronomical amount of money for them, which means that we're all going to make money because I get a percentage too. So if you want my guys, I'm paying them $2 million guaranteed or 1.7 guaranteed plus back end, which means they may be making $2 to $3 million. So guess what? You gonna pay that, Bob? Bob had a serious problem with that. A serious problem. Al Heyman doing all of these big time pay-per-views. Bob Arum had a problem with that. Sued the man. Violation of the Muhammad Ali Act. All because you couldn't get next to his fighters. But you don't want to mention the real reason you couldn't get next to his fighters, Bob. Because you couldn't afford them. Because you didn't want to pay for them. Because you don't want to give Showtime Sean Porter out the gate $3 million. You see what I'm saying? So you couldn't afford them. So you had a problem with Al Heyman raising not only the prices of his pay-per-views, but raising the prices of his fighters. It's something like that going on here. We're going to get there, fam. We definitely going to get there. He says, this gives me all of the knowledge in the world that Tyson Holyfield is happening. Otherwise, they wouldn't be insane. As a one-off, it makes no sense. But as part of that card, I can understand it. So Bob Arum is putting out here, which he doesn't probably know for sure. Because as you can see from all of these other quotes, there's a lot of salt here. So you don't know. He's being sarcastic. He's talking a little crap here. So you don't really know what he's being truthful or not about. So maybe he's trying to leak this out here. Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield is going to happen. I don't know if he's trying to ruin it, let the cat out the bag, or whatever the case may be. But now you're speaking on their business, which has nothing to do with you, Bob. As a matter of fact, in a nutshell, technically, you've been paid off, bro. Teofimo right now, at least in this moment in time, ain't got nothing to do with you. Their business, what they got with Mike Tyson and Holyfield, got nothing to do with Top Rank. Got nothing to do with Bob. Stay out of their business. You don't want no one in your business, stay out of their business, right? You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that it's coming. Bob goes on and says, if he wins, now this is the part that I was like, what? He said, yo, if he wins and comes back to us and wants the same money that he got before, the answer is no. So he sits out for a while. Stop right there. That's a threat to be shelved. That's a threat to be shelved. We just a week ago, fam, did the Mikey Garcia breakdown with Mikey Garcia in turn. And I was saying Terrence Crawford needs to be on his A game and watch out for these type of tricks from Bob Arum of what Mikey Garcia went through. Mikey Garcia got shelved. All because he didn't want to do what Top Rank told him to do. Because he wanted to realize his worth. Because he went to Top Rank and said, yo, Top Rank, now I've been a champion for y'all. Y'all built me into this great name, and I'm a champion over different weight classes. Can we talk about me making up some more money? Can we renegotiate a better deal here now that I'm a household name or I'm building my stardom? And Top Rank looked at me and said, hell nah. You're going to keep getting paid what you've been getting paid. And you're going to sign a longer-term deal. And if you don't do that, you're going on the shelf and we taking your world title. What you going to do? What you going to do? So don't miss me. And there's other fighters whose story we can tell on this platform. There's a lot of fighters that have been shelved by Top Rank through time for one reason or the other. And now you're threatening to shelve Teofimo Lopez, the star, the one that you had a problem with selling Vasyl Lomachenko. If I can pull up those quotes, I would. Bob Arum wasn't happy selling Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko wasn't a big money generator like that, contrary to popular belief. And his ratings are not through the roof like that, contrary to popular belief. Just ask HBO. The point I'm making is, yo, like, I don't know. I'm just throwing it into a little loop for this, man. I'm just throwing it. Why would you put out a quote like this, man, that you just telling your guy, like you just putting these like you chastising him in the public, like you feel some kind of way. Like you come back to us, I'm chauffing you the same way I did Mikey. Yo, if I'm Teofimo Lopez and I see this, I'm looking for a way out. I'm looking. You clearly ain't trying to give you that big money. Ain't no telling what loops. You got 3.5 years to wrestle with this dude. 3.5 years. Let me see what the fam talking about. Let me go through some of the comments. Oh man, my main man, 100 grand. Fam is in the building. Much love to my G. Myron Magnus is up in this joint. Peace and pugilism to my main man, 100 grand right there, man. Yo, man, Myron, man. Hey, yo, Myron, man, I want to get you on the platform a lot more, bro. I want me and you to kind of do some things together, man. I'm gonna talk it up with you, man. Salute to my main man right there, man. Thank you for all of your support. You already know, fam. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Say less. Say less. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What's up, champion? What's going on, man? I be seeing you rocking over there with the homie Monty, man. Much love to you, man. Teofimo got to buy himself out of that contract now, if possible. Bob Arum is going to do Teofimo Lopez bad now. Like it or not, Arum has all of the leverage here. Yeah, you might be right, bro. I mean, a contract is a contract. You know what I'm saying? A contract is a contract. You know what I'm saying? And that's you might be actually right with that. We can only hope that he finds a way out. We can only hope. Now, who knows? Things may change a little bit also when crowds come around. You know, this cheap talk, this playing it so cheap like this pandemic still got a lot to do with that. We don't know how the relationship may change once crowds come back. All of this type of, all of the time that Teofimo been under Bob Arum, he ain't never really had a reason to complain until recently. You know what I mean? So we'll see if the relationship repairs itself a little bit more, Knockout. You know what I'm saying? After the pandemic is over, and maybe Bob can stop being so damn cheap and realize that you got a young champion on your hand that can get shit popping. You know, and he can get in there, and he got a good chance of beating all of these dudes, truth be told. I give him a good chance against every single big name at 135. You know what I mean? Real spill. Real spill. Main cooking, man. Bob is like a pork tenderloin all day, man. Fries little ass, man. Man. It's just to know that he talking like he talking. After Mikey broke it down like he broke it down on the PBC podcast, man. Why would anybody go anywhere near Bob Arum right now? Why? Unless you are brand new, just getting into the game. You trying to build a name for yourself. You need somebody to put some money behind you. You need a machine. I get it. But I'm telling you, Bob is that guy. He's going to build you up. He's going to put you on top of the world. And then he's going to step on that top of the world with you and say, if you want to stay on top of this world, I'm going to need you to sign this paper right here. It's rough, man. Let's go back to some of these quotes, man, that Bob was talking about, man. Let's go back to some of these quotes. So he then threatened him. That's the one he threatened him. So he goes on and says that, let's go back to this one. He says, if he wins and comes back to us and wants the same money that he got before, the answer is no. That was unnecessary. So he sits out for a while. You can't pay what you don't have. He either fights or he doesn't fight. It's easy. Teofimo has a contract with us. There will be regular negotiations on his fights. Maybe Triller is so happy with Lopez, they will give us a big number and buy out our contract. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Now, if I'm Teofimo Lopez, how am I even walking through the doors of Top Rank right now? How am I walking in that office right now? You just gave the green light for somebody to come and buy me, but somebody to come and just take. Ain't no loyalty here. Clearly, Teofimo Lopez is telling, look, if I can't get a deal with my promoter, I'm going to go with someone else. Easy. No loyalty. Bob Arum, anybody who want to buy his contract and buy this shit, no loyalty. This is not going to end well if things don't change. Neither man, neither the fighter or the promoter, neither one have a loyalty to each other. And I stand with Teo in this. Teo is right. Absolutely right. And I'm like Knockout TV, man. I hope he don't suffer the repercussions long term behind this. And I hope he finds himself a way out. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. And so Bob Arum is giving people the green light to come and buy the man's contract. I swear, bro, if I had the money, I'd buy his contract. You know what I'm saying? I'd take that young investment on. If I had the bread, I'd take that young investment on in a heartbeat. And I'd make that money back. Bob Arum is playing. You keep joking, somebody might call him on that offer. And look what happened with Mikey Garcia after he left Bob Arum. Look what happened to Oscar. Look what happened to Floyd. And the list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. So he's saying that they can buy the contract, which is fine also. Now, what he has to say about Triller and the man, Mr. Kavanaugh, the guy who pretty much put the bid in and called everybody on the phone and surprised everybody. Kavanaugh is absolutely great for boxing. He's not doing anything bad for the sport. He's done numbers in the past with Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. that nobody else has done on Triller. Triller is not competition to ESPN. They are totally different business. I'm going to stop right there. This is one of the things that a lot of people forget. I always go here, and I'm going to always go here again. As much as Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn does do business with one another, if you take a deeper and closer look, they only do business when it benefits one side or the other, you know? In the case where Vasyl Lomachenko got sent over there to face Luke Campbell, well, that benefited DAZN. That benefited Luke Campbell. Bob Arum received a nice amount of money for sending him over there for that in a fight where he knew that Lomachenko was going to beat Luke Campbell and then come on back, especially for the WBC title at the time. Everybody won. You know what I'm saying? It made sense. But in this case, it's like he took it to a whole nother place. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but DAZN is the main competition to ESPN. John Skipper used to work at ESPN. The same way that ESPN got hot, John Skipper led the charge. And the way that he did it is the same exact way that he's moving DAZN. And that is to buy up time slots, to buy up all of these sporting rights all around the world, to be aggressive in buying up sports rights. And that is what DAZN does. They pretty much locking up everything with the exception of America. And that's DAZN's, that's John Skipper's model. So of course ESPN, because ESPN has been the main guard dog, not allowing DAZN to come through that door to come into America. So of course ESPN keeps a third eye on DAZN. And on top of that, you got the guy that used to work for me. They are the true competitors. They are the true competitors. That's one of the main reasons why Bob Arum did not want Teofimo Lopez on DAZN. Because it helps DAZN, but it doesn't help ESPN and Teofimo in that instance. It doesn't help him. Because DAZN will be building towards Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. And that's not what Bob Arum wants. That ain't what he wants. He wants Ryan Garcia. But he knows if Eddie Hearn gets involved in this, it won't go towards Ryan Garcia. All the shoulder programming, all the promotion is going to go towards Devin Haney. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, fam. I'm just saying. We all know what this guy doing, man. Let's go back to some comments. I'm gonna scroll down some. Mike Rhymes says, yo, man, has anybody told Bob that you can't take it with you? Bob is the new AB about bitches. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, Bob just, I don't know, bro. He's just stuck in his ways, man. Stuck in his ways. He's used to a way of promoting. He's not updated. He's expired. He's not used to all of these apps. He's not used to not moving without the traditional regular television, cable television, closed circuit, and pay-per-view. Those are the traditional ways, that only ways that he know. And at the end of the day, this is a pandemic going on. And Bob wasn't doing that great of a job with promoting at first. Now, with guys who barely can promote themselves, like Shakur Stevenson, like Terrence Crawford, they can't promote themselves. He can't sell them. He doesn't know what to do with them. He has no idea. All he knows is just, I have them, and they are lined up for big fights if it can happen. But I have no way to sell them. I have no idea. They don't talk. I'm too old to talk. I don't understand social media. I don't know to go on Twitter, Triller, Facebook, Bookface, whatever. He don't know none of that stuff. So he's looking at the fighter to sell yourself, which is so confusing, because now that you got a fighter that sells himself in Teofimo, he'll be on social media picking fights with Tank. He'll be on social media kicking up dust with Ryan. He'll be on social media doing backflips and all kinds of shit like that. That'll be Teofimo. You now have exactly what you always wanted, Bob. You didn't have that in Vasyl Lomachenko. I see a lot of folks going around and saying that, yo, Bob Arum wants Teofimo to go back to Vasyl Lomachenko. I don't agree with that. He wanted to get out of the Lomachenko business. Lomachenko is not a moneymaker. Never have been. People got this notion that they want Teofimo, that Lomachenko to become the man again? No. Loma was outdated. There's a new crop of young fighters at 135 pounds. Bob needed to get in that world. And now he got there. And now you complaining. Now you got the, when he did the Fortnite dance, he went viral. He's going to be talked about for the next couple days in the boxing world because of this news. You got yourself a hot fighter. And you still don't know what to do with him. So Bob is outdated. Bob is outdated. Yo, Golden Boy needs to rebuild their stable. Canelo is starting his own thing. I seen that, man. I seen that. It may be the one of them that can go on and buying that contract out. Remember when I told y'all around the time that Ryan Garcia wanted to fight Gervonta Tank Davis? Just remember that the homie told y'all. The homie told y'all first, and I'm gonna stick with that. That fight ain't gonna happen until Ryan Garcia signs with Canelo. I told y'all that before. Canelo and Eddie Reynoso are making major moves behind the scenes, and they're building their promotional company. They're building their stable. And I'm trying to tell y'all and I said this before, and this could be just Main Man going into his own world. Floyd Mayweather can deal with Canelo much easier than he can deal with Oscar. Or should I say Leonard Ellaby can deal with Canelo much easier than he can deal with Oscar. Oscar has a exclusive deal with the app. Ryan Garcia, as of now, can't walk off DAZN unless DAZN gives him some sort of special permission, which they've never really granted in the past. They wanted Tank Davis to come over there for Tevin Farmer. They waved, what, $7 million in front of him? He didn't budge. He didn't budge. They're not sending him over there to that app. And so if he signs with Canelo don't, at least from what we've heard, his stable of fighters don't have an exclusive deal with just DAZN. He's doing business with Eddie. But look at even Canelo's case. He signed a 2-fight deal, right? 2 fights. Because he knows I'm not locked into anything. After them 2 fights, I can go over there to talk to Charlo. I can go over there to talk to anybody I want. He ain't exclusively with nobody, with DAZN. And he gonna do young. I'm telling y'all, man. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis happens when Ryan Garcia finds a way to say, Oscar, you've been crapping on me and you've been giving me crap fights and you haven't been able to fulfill these contract details and giving me the best available fights, so I'm out of here. Kell Brook and Frank Warren. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook and Frank Warren. Let me scroll up. Salute to all of the fam. Slide through. DJ Zion Love in a building. Salute to your champion. What's up, man? What's up with you? Low Blow Champ says, yo, man, this is going to make the big fights harder to make. Teo is going to want $8 million or more to fight Devin or Ryan. There you go. That's what I've been waiting on right there. Now, we can get to the real reason why Bob Arum is mad. Everyone knows, like Low Blow Champ just said, the second a fighter raises their prices, this is what I was trying to hint at with the Al Heyman fighters. The second that a fighter raises that price, it's going to be hard to make him go back. That's why you got Bob out here with threats. That's why Bob is so concerned. That's why Bob did not want to get Teo paid. Because he got to deal with him for 3.5 more years. And I don't need you running around me pissed off at the world because you ran over there to Triller and got all of this money, and now you expected me to do it. That's Bob's problem. That's Bob's fear. Yeah, he made his $800,000 in 5 minutes. But Bob knows that when this is all said and done, I'm now going to have a spoiled fucking brat. At least that's how he's thinking. Do I think Teo is worth the money and the investment? 100%. But to him, he's going to say, now I got a spoiled brat on my hands. Now I got to figure ways to generate this kid going to want $2 million for every fight, or, you know, a minimum of $2 million per fight. Now I got to find money for this kid. That's the problem that he ran into with the Heyman fighters. That's why he was so mad, because Heyman over there pouring all of this money onto those fighters, and Bob couldn't afford them. And Bob couldn't afford them. And the last thing he wants is for a fighter within his own stable tasting a bite of that sweet apple, tasting a bite of that's pay-per-view money, damn near Teofimo getting. You biting into that sweet apple. And like I always say about fighters that taste that sweet apple from the pay-per-view tree, it's hard for them to eat anything else. And that's Bob's worry. You hit it right on the head, Blow champ. You hit it right on the head. Bob Arum is scared to death that Teofimo Lopez has officially raised his own price. And now I'm going to have to be bending down to these prices. You're getting all of this money for mandatory. This ain't like a big name fight where it makes sense to me. Then I can say, well, if you're in a big name fight, then yes, it makes sense to me. But now you getting this for a mandatory? So what that means? You got 3 other belts, bro, which means other mandatories might come around. And if you think that I'm going to do this, you sadly mistaken. And I will show your ass. And I've done it before. Please don't make me do it no more. That's Bob. That's Bob. And I think that's totally wrong. That's totally wrong. That's totally wrong. Knockout TV says, yo, man, you're right, bro. Teofimo has literally every 135-pounder calling his name. Hope so. I would hate for Arum to do this shady shit to get yet another fighter. Absolutely, fam. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I'm sick of this story playing out over and over and over again in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? I'm sick of it playing out that way, man. I want these fighters to get their worth and let the market tell them their worth. Let the fans who purchase without purchasing power, let us tell you your worth. Let us come out and say, we ain't paying for your fights. Don't let no suit tell you that the fans don't like you. Oh, they say this about Terrence Crawford. Oh, no one knows him outside of Omaha. Yet Terrence Crawford is one of the hottest names in boxing. Yet Terrence Crawford is one of the hottest names in boxing. Slow days in the sport of boxing? Slow days? Where we ain't got much to talk about? Fuck it. Let's just do a Terrence Crawford video. But they would tell you that no one outside of Omaha knows Terrence Crawford. So is a suit telling you that? Or is the market telling you that? It's the market. People may say, well, the market told him, man, 150,000 pay-per-view buyers. That's what the market told him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what the market told him. But you go by what the market tell you. Whether it's you a failure or a success, that's where you find out what your true worth is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Where did I hear it first? Get the suits out of boxing, right? Chill. You know what I'm saying? All day. I'm hashtag anti-suit, fam. I'm hashtag anti-suit. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. My main man, Sir Ken, is in the building. What's up, man? Mainman, salute to the wrenches, salute to the chats, and smash that like button. Hit that thumbs up for the homie and rock the bells, man. That way, every time I'm up on this joint, you rocking with the homie. Y'all already know. And share it on all platforms, man. Please do. You know what I'm saying? Look out for the homie, man. We a fam over here, and we going to keep it tight, fam. We going to keep it tight. You already know, DJ Zion Love. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Robbie Brown says, yo, man, bro, I just really hope that Crawford is watching all of this. Bob has the ESPN deal, and I think that goes to 2025. I think he has something up his sleeves with the meetings with Cameron Duncan lately. Yeah, man. I hope Terrence Crawford is watching all of this too. I mean, bro, and see, I always go back and say the scariest thing about when a fighter is in their last year or their option year or whatever you want to call it, these promoters start waving shiny things in front of these fighters, meaning that Bob Arum can come out, I don't know, sometime in the spring or the summer and say, hey, man, I got Sean Porter ready to go. I got Sean Porter ready to go. And you be like, damn, there it is right there. Of course, Terrence Crawford going to take that fight. Oh, but in order for you, given that this is the last fight that you have on your contract with us, if you want that Sean Porter fight, or here's even worse, I talked to Al and we got it all worked out. And he is going to get Earl Spence Jr. on board. So we got it done. Me and him talk. We're fraternity brothers. You know what I'm saying? So we worked it out. You want the Earl Spence Jr. fight? There it is. The only thing, I need you to sign right there that states that when you fight Spence, if you beat Spence, you will belong to Top Rank into 2030. Or you will belong to Top Rank until your last day fight. That concerns me. So as much as a lot of us want to see Crawford walk across the street, Something like that is going to happen. Bob Arum cannot allow Terence Crawford to just walk away, knowing that he has one of the biggest fights in boxing right in front of him. Even if he doesn't make anything off Crawford in his next fight, so he knows that as long as Crawford is still winning, or he keeps Crawford winning, or he keeps that WBO belt around Crawford's waist, as long as that's going on, you got the biggest fight in boxing in front of you. You ain't going nowhere. Oh, I ain't going to let you fight. I'm going to shelf you. Like I did Mikey. Like I'm threatening to do Teofimo. It can happen to you too. You got one more fight left, bud? Okay, fine. You say October? Okay, cool. Now, I went down this road before, and I'm not going to make this a buzz video, y'all. Y'all know how we go when we start talking about Crawford. But I just want to say, Mikey Garcia, and I'm going to go back to this. Mikey Garcia couldn't leave Top Rank because of his belt. I want y'all to remember that. Hear me when I tell y'all. That's not no BS. Mikey couldn't leave Top Rank because of his belt. And the second he got rid of his belt is when he found his exit. That's the facts. His contract stated as long as he was a champion, he was obligated for a certain amount of title defenses. So he realized and smartened up when Top Rank stripped him. I'm no longer a champion, which means I'm no longer obligated to title defenses, which means I can walk out the door. Terence Crawford still has the WBO belt. That concerns me. And if you're Crawford Nation, it should concern you too. I'm just saying. When the last time we seen a WBO champion just walk away from Bob Arum? You know what I mean? Real spill, man. Real spill. Real spill. My brother Boxing Logic United says, yo, man, Bob Arum is lost without the Don. Many don't realize how important joint promoting with Don King was to Arum's. He didn't have to sell fights at all because the Don was a master at it all. Absolutely. That's a great point, fam. That is a great point. Whenever him and Don King worked together, it was Don doing the heavy lifting. All Bob had to do was show up, you know what I mean, with the right paperwork. That's all he had to do. That's what makes the magic of Don King, bro. That's what made him such, perhaps one of, if not the greatest promoter of all time. Because not only did he put the fights together, not only did he just find the best talents that he can touch and put them together, but he actually sold them. He actually sold them. Only in America. There ain't a fight that I know. Bro, I used to go to fights out here in the DC Armory, right? Fights that wasn't even televised. I remember I went to the Zab Zuda and Chop Corley fight, right? We had fights on, bro, that was for Showtime or HBO even came on. Like, I'm talking 3-4 hours ahead of the game, right? You know how those preliminary fights are always going on. So I like to catch all that. You got Don King in the ring in every single one of them. Ain't no TV cameras around, just a handful of people sitting around the ring, you know, watching the preliminary. You can still got Don King walking around with all of them damn flags. Only in America. Still selling that shit. But Don King was a true promoter. Bob Arum is a businessman / promoter. Or we can say lawyer / businessman / promoter. So the bottom line is everything to him. But Don King was an actual salesman. Man could sell ice to an igloo. You know what I'm saying? Ice to an igloo. Real spill. But that's a good point, fam. That is a good point. That is a good point. Bruce Goes, what's up, man? My main man, Bruce Goes, is in the building, man. Salute to my fan, Bruce Goes, man. What's up, man? What's up? Just talking this real spill. You already know. You already know. Bob could afford them. He just cheap as hell, or Jeep as hell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he cheap, bro. Not only is he cheap, but he just don't. The problem with Bob more than anything right now, that I see, is his lack of wanting to invest. If you don't want to invest into future, you know, give them a little now to get a lot later. If you're not playing that game, you ain't playing the game right. You just straight up businessman. You just a straight up a suit. You're just an empty suit. I thought that in some cases or another, promoters actually had a relationship with the fighters. Like they kicked it every now and again. You know what I mean? Like, let me check up on you. Let me send you a Christmas gift or something. You know what I mean? Something. Bob Arum has no relation. He's not even dealing with most of these fighters. It's Todd DeBuff dealing with these fighters. Bob is at the top of the pyramid, somewhere chilling, smoking that good. And he's sitting up there. Mikey Garcia says, man, through my whole time, Bob Arum got a bad impression of me, not because of me and his discussions or what I've said to him, because of what other people ran back and told Bob Arum about me. Bob Arum is so far removed from his fighters. There's no relationship there. It's strictly business. It's strict, not to put a phone call and, hey, yo, man, I know you had that bill last week. I just want to make sure do you need an advance? Is there anything that we can do to make sure this or make sure that? You know what I mean? Bob just seemed like he's not into it that much no more. And that's why I say it's time for him to maybe say, you know what, Todd, who can we say? I remember Bob last year speaking about selling Top Rank. And he was saying that he was exploring those options. Maybe he should consider it. I'm just saying, look, he getting old, man. And he ain't moving fighters the right way properly, in my opinion. You got the biggest sporting network in the world in ESPN. Kudos and hats off to Bob Arum for working that ESPN deal out. After leaving HBO, he went straight to ESPN. You know what I mean? That's why I say he's a business. When it comes to business, oh, he can do business. When it comes to promoting, well, you know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Valkyrie's in the building. What's up, Valkyrie? He said, yo, man, Bob hasn't made one highlight fight for Terrence Crawford. I ain't going to go that far. I thought the Ricky Burns fight was a highlight fight. He fought him in the backyard of Burns. He didn't fight him in America. He went over there to a raucous, full house crowd. That was a big, big deal. It ain't easy for a fighter to go into another fighter's backyard in a foreign country to a raucous crowd and get the job done. That's why I always say you got to give fighters like Errol Spence Jr., guys who go into, he went into Kell Brook's backyard, love it or hate it. And that wasn't an easy crowd to overcome. And Errol Spence Jr. was nervous as hell for that fight. He was nervous as hell. I remember that weigh-in. And after that weigh-in was over, and somebody had a camera backstage, and he was just like, man, that dude looked big, man. Like he was concerned about Kell Brook's size, and he probably was nervous as hell. You in a whole nother environment, a different time zone, bruh. And you got to perform to the best of your abilities with everyone in that crowd hating you, and you got to win them over. So at the opening bell, they booing you. But by the final bell, they cheering you. That takes some real shit, man. That's some real shit. Facts on Crawford. The fact that he's champion is a problem. And same. Bob's threatening to do to Teo. After 7 to 8 years, Bob is all of a sudden really pushing for the Pacquiao fight and can talk to Al. I forgot about that, Rob. How did I forget about that, right? I'm talking about him waving Errol Spence Jr. and say sign this piece of paper. What about the fact of him waving Manny Pacquiao and saying you ain't going nowhere? If you want this Pacquiao fight, you better sign this. Man, I forgot all about you. Right about that, bro. So we might even, he ain't got to call Al Heyman. He probably, and see, I don't know if this is real talk or not. My guess is no. And I think Terrence Crawford is holding Bob Arum's feet to the fire on this. And that's why Bob Arum is out here talking. Remember when Terrence Crawford beat Kell Brook and they asked Terrence Crawford, who did you want to fight next? His first answer was Manny Pacquiao. Bob Arum's answer was Errol Spence. So he like, nah, nope. You told me I got X amount of dollars waiting for me out there for the great Manny Pacquiao that you never gave me for years and years and years. I want Manny Pacquiao, and I'm holding you to that, Bob. I better be seeing some rubber meet in the road, or you're gonna owe me another $1 million. Yeah, I can see that. I'm about to get up out of here, fam. Much love to y'all, man. Much love, man. Much love, much love. Ain't nothing going on with AB, man. Not that I know of. Only thing is that I know, if you saying as far as with the fight, bro, all I want that brother to do is get another tune-up fight. Maybe even one more after that. I don't know. Get the big fight and cash out. Get the hell out of boxing. I want Adrian Broner to set himself up financially and then get the hell out of boxing. Can't play boxing. He ain't dedicated. He don't got the it no more. It ain't there. People keep saying it's there, it's there, it's there. It ain't there. I've seen it enough. He's one of my favorite fighters, believe it or not. Started uploading just because of Adrian Broner. But I know when it's when. And it's time to say when, or he's going to get himself seriously hurt. So I want him to make a couple checks, and I want him to get the hell out of boxing. and go do something else. You know what I mean? That's what I want to happen for Adrian. If not, he keep playing around, he keep joking around, he gonna get himself hurt. He gonna get himself hurt. They protecting him right now. They trying to keep him away from certain things and styles and fighters. That road gonna run out, and he gonna be forced to get in there with a killer, and something bad gonna go wrong for AB. So I want him to get out of boxing. And I'm being honest. And I don't normally call for a fighter to ever really retire, but I want to see Adrian Broner retire financially stable, at least with a good jump start to go off and do something else. He might blow his money, he might lose it, but at least have a good jump start to go do something. And I want Adrian Broner to not, because he can't beat. There's no one, not one name you're going to give me that say that Adrian Broner can beat them, at least on the elite level. 140, 147, 35, fucking 54. I don't care. You got to make up a weight. A Broner weight. 148. I don't know. It's a wrap for him, though. It's a wrap for him. Somehow Bud ain't had no highlights. Gamboa and Bud was a highlight to me. Yeah, that's a good fight. But I thought the Ricky Burns fight was a highlight. I thought the Ndongo fight was a highlight because that was for a total undisputed fight. And I also thought that the Jeff Horn fight was a highlight because Jeff Horn had did what many people thought that he could not ever do, and that's beat Manny Pacquiao. And then he roughed up Manny Pacquiao. Like, he didn't beat man, he roughed him up. And then Bud, in turn, went around and roughed him up. Bullied the bully. That's a highlight. You know what I'm saying? That's a highlight. That's a highlight. Chris Angulo says, yo, Arum, he will sign out a little too late and make some mistakes with some fighters of our time. And it's sad. Yeah. Yeah. I just hope that he don't mess around in his ways and cost us big. And what do I mean by cost us big? I'm talking Spence and Crawford. So I don't want to see him cost the boxing fans because of his ways and how he's acting and how he's perceiving things right now. I hope he don't cost us to lose out on a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. That's how every foreign boxer feels when they come here. Yeah, yeah. That's how everybody. Ruckus crowds, man. Yo, you know, especially over in Europe, man. I lived over there, bro. I done been to the soccer games, bro. Y'all ain't right. The Europeans over there, y'all turn all the way up. Y'all throwing cans, all kind of shit going to the ring, all that. Man was walking to the ring, man. They got to get covered up. It's not a game out there. And guys like Terrence Crawford, guys like Earl Spence Jr., where they went out there in those situations and they got the job done. You know what I'm saying? Got the job done. Any fighter that goes into the backyard of a fighter and take the belt or take a championship off him, that's thorough. When Kell Brook did it to Sean Porter, when Kell Brook did that, when Kell Brook came over there and did it, won. Oh, Kell Brook don't even I don't know if Kell Brook knows this or not. Kell Brook won over so many fight fans that night. You got dudes right now that's on YouTube to this day would tell you the reason that I love Kell Brook is because of that Sean Porter. What we seen that night in Sean Porter, he blew me out my socks. I'll never forget that night I watched that fight. I'm watching that joint. I ain't never seen nobody beat Porter that clean like that. I was blown away. I didn't know who the hell he barely was at the time. But I just knew he came from the UK and he walked over here by himself. And at the time, Kell Brook had a different demeanor. He was more serious. He was more stone-faced. He barely showed emotion and expression. So we didn't know who the hell he was. That fool came over here and put the cleanest beat down on Sean Porter that I left when he left that night with the belt. I was a fan. From that moment on down, I was a fan. That's how you win fans. That's why it's so impressive. You know what I mean? Much love, y'all. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Thanks, D-Ray, man. Appreciate you, man. Tell that supervisor, yo, we going to say that for tomorrow as we talking boxing because I got a good one. Something that y'all all need to tell that supervisor, man, all day. Thumbs up for the homie. This was just a spontaneous live. Tomorrow, I've been promising this for y'all for the last couple of days. Tomorrow, around noonish Eastern Standard Time, maybe noonish to 1 o'clock, I will be on here live. And we will do the Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez pound for pound drill down. That's what we'll call it. The pound for pound drill down. And we're going to get to the bottom of this and see if we crowning a new pound for pound champion, fam. Much love to y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Y'all stay safe out there. Protect yourselves. Protect your family. Y'all already know the homie is always here. If you need me for anything, mademan511@gmail.com. I'm in y'all corner, man, all day. And to all of my to all of the subs out there with channels, yo, you can get up with the homie. We're gonna be doing the link thing. Y'all can link up with me, man. We can link up with each other. It's all love, man. Much love to each and every one of y'all. I see y'all real soon. And until the next one. Rock them bells for me, y'all. And until the next one, man. Peace out.